Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to try to show you a couple of the builds that I like to use on certain gods, and I figured the new god Curnunnos or Curnunnos or whatever his name is, Cheerios, is all good to me. Whatever it is, I want to build a good build on them, and what I've noticed works a lot is some of these builds that I'm about to show you right here. Now if you have any builds that you think work better than this, or any suggestions for item changes or anything like that, just go ahead and comment it below. Let me know, and I'll check over it, see what's up, and maybe do an update on it or see what's going on. Alright, now different scenarios. I'm going to go for Joust. That's what I love to play a lot. Joust is going to consist of me building Death's Toll first for the sustain. Very good because you will have his heals out on his one ability, which I really don't go off of Spring very often, just to keep that heal sustained so I can stay in lane for so long. Now I go two ways with this. Since he has an escape on his 3, I go ahead and sometimes build a Psy first for that extra lifesteal and sustain. That way they can't knock me out of lane and I can continue to get stronger and stronger. Now, this will go two paths, as I said, the Asai or the Ninja Tabby. I'm going to build attack speed on this one, which will probably be the basic attack speed crit build. Especially with the Hasten Fatalis these days, it's just so stupid. So stupid. Now, I'm going to go into Ninja Tabby on this one. And right after Ninja Tabby, if I have not picked Asai already, I will pick it now. Right after Asai, I'll go into Hasten Fatalis. And from Hasten Fatalis, I'll go into Wind Demon for that extra movement speed and extra attack, so I can stick on the people and have that sometimes critical hit. Now, after you get your Wind Demon, you're gonna notice such a great potential in your chase. And you're going to want to go and chase them, but you do not want to do that because this is the transition period where you're getting really fast and now you're getting really damaging with your crits now too. Right from Wind Demon, I'm going to go into Deathbringer, and this is a pretty semi-expensive build, but not the most expensive. Right from there, you're going to sell your starter item, Death's Toll, and go right from Death's Toll into your crit of Malice, which is what I prefer to use over the Poison Star. In some regards, the Poison Star is better for your attack speed, stick power, potential, and a little bit of crit, but I need that power more than anything because that's what this build's lacking at this point, because you have no power here, and very little power here. So that's 3 slots with no power, and this has a very few now that they nerfed it, and then you got your 50-50. You're not going to hit hard, but you're going to hit fast, and when you do crit them, you're going to hurt them very bad. Now, this is my Joust crit attack speed build with a little bit of sustain on the life steal. Now, when I take these off, I'm going to go into my arena build I like to use, which some people may think, oh, you're stupid if you're not going to get boots. But most of the time on this new god, I'm sticking in the back and waiting for that moment when I gotta really hurt someone after they've pushed way too far. And if I'm built, it's really over after that. But most of the time in arena, I'll build full damage because they always have a healer. Chang'e is everywhere nowadays in Season 4, and she's dominating. So I'm going to start with Transcendence, go from Transcendence into Warrior Tabi. Now, you can go from Transcendence once you fully build your Transcendence and build the Bluestone Pendant, so you can clear the minion waves way faster. And the damage you got from the Transcendence and the tick on the Bluestone is outrageous. Now, I also use the Bluestone. I'll do Bumba's Mask, go right from Bumba's Mask to Bluestone and Conquest, but that's a different scenario right now. We're talking about Arena. Now, with Arena, I'm just going to roll with the straight into Transcendence, and this is going to be a really expensive build. but it's really powerful too. And you're going to be hitting like a Mack truck if anything tries to get close to you in the first place. Go right from Transcendence. And once I'm in Transcendence, I'm going to go one of two ways. If they got a healer, I'll go right into Brawler's Beat Stick. That way I'm doing that damage. And I'm doing that poke. And after I do that damage and poke, I don't want their healer to be able to keep their people out on the field. I want them to back so we can pick people off in arena. I'm going to go with Brawler's Beat Stick. After Brawler's Beat Stick, Hasten Fatalis. Hasten Fatalis. I'm going to go right into a Psy after that for that lifesteal. From there, I am going to go into Deathbringer. Wind Demon. Now you can go Deathbringer, Wind Demon, or Wind Demon Deathbringer, but I like hitting harder since I already got that pre-power. Go from Deathbringer, Wind Demon, Malice, and you will hurt them so hard while doing hella damage. Now if you're comfortable keeping your spring on, I like to use it for move to the armor penetration or the damage stance more on his one. So with that, if you stick to his spring and just use that 20% lifesteal, you can take that out and go ahead and build you that either extra attack speed, or you can make up with it with Frostbound Hammer, where you're slow because you don't have boots. You got Hasten Fatalis, but if you hit them one time, they're slowed, you're sped up, and you can easily out-catch them. Easily. Even if your team is trying to catch up or help them, your team tries to follow up, they won't be able to get away. That's for sure, especially if you're hitting like a Mack truck and you're hitting them with the Frostbound Hammer. That is giving them the reduced movement speed. Now, let's take this build into consideration if they don't have any healer and they're just going straight whatever they want. And then, of course, I'll do the same thing with Joust and go into the full attack speed crit build, which I did earlier. Now, I'm going to take all these items out and go, this is what I'm going to do if I don't do the arena build with damage straight off the bat. Now this one, I want to do that poke because everybody's going to go out there and try to kill the minion waves, and you want to hit them as hard as you can until you get level 5, and then you got a lot of stances. So sometimes I want that little poke from Odysseus's bow at the beginning where it bounces back and forth. Where is that Malice? Alright, there's the Malice. I'm going to start with Odysseus's bow, and you're going to be moving so fast when you build this too. Ninja Tabi, aside for the lifesteal. And with this route, I'm going to go into the Executioner, Kinsize, and then Titan's Bane. With this attack speed, I would usually take out the Executioner, Fatalis, that way I stick, and that is doing that penetration damage, that extra HP damage. You're life stealing them, you're attack speeding them, and you got outrageous attack speed. When you hit them every 4th attack, you're going to be hitting them for that extra damage too, for the chain lightning. Now, here's another meta build that I've kind of seen with this god, and it's outrageous too. And people can't kill you unless they are in groups of 3 to 4, 5 gods at a time, and they are all attacking you all at the same time. Now, if this is the case, this build right here is stupid. So stupid. Now with this one, we're going to go Death Toll, Asai, then from Death Toll and Asai, Devourers, Bloodforge. You got hella lifesteal here. Now you can, if you want to, go into Soul Eater. Now, I don't like it because it don't got no attack speed, and during Season 4, it's in a very strange spot right now. That's what I think anyways. So, usually I won't build this, but if you're attacking so fast anyways, with what you're about to have, you'll be successfully hitting them for an extra 2% of your health back every time. So that on top of the lifesteal you already have is outrageous. You put that into consideration. Now I leave it out so I could build attack speed and hit more times and keep that lifesteal going. Now, with a lifesteal build, you're going to want to be able to box these people and make sure you can stay away from them no matter what. And with this, you always go Hasten Fatalis, because this Season 4 has made it Hasten Fatalis so invaluable that you need it. So need it. Now, with Hasten Fatalis, I go from here into your Ninja Tabi. And that's going to give you that stick potential, box potential. Get rid of your Death's Toll. And you're going to use that to either get Titan's Bane for that extra poke, or the Executioner for the speed and lifesteal that you are going to need. Now, you can merge out into the Odysseus's bow, but you're not going to get the more damage from it, from the power and defense, the way it lowers the power and defense anyways, excuse me. Now, with this, I'm going to say go into the Executioner, actually. So you got lifesteal for days, movement speed to get away, to box, and you're lowering their defenses every time you hit them anyways. The only problem with this build is you are beginning of the game, you're going to troll the hell out of them, and you're going to be able to lifesteal, and they can't out damage your lifesteal. Now, when their AD carry comes online with their crit build, you are screwed if you have this build. And if they have 1 or 2 AD carries, you better change your build up from going into your lifesteal. Now, this build is good for boxing warriors, because even warriors can just get up in your face and do whatever they want to you. And you want to stop that. You want to stop them from being able to do that. So you'll go into your full lifesteal. And with this, you got your movement speed from the Hasten Fatalis. You're going to go into Frostbound Hammer. So you're going to take the Executioner into Frostbound. This will give you more boxing potential, to where you're lifestealing them. They can't catch up to you. Their attack speed is lower than you, and you are hitting them faster than they can do that. So you're regenerating faster already, because you are sitting here with 40% lifesteal on all the damage you do. So 40%, after you get 40%, that's 20% on top of your one that you're going to max immediately. That's the first ability you want to max. That way you get that full 20%. You got 60% of all your damage. Now 50% of 235 damage. You're going to be healing yourself for, half of that is around a good 150, 160, 170, somewhere around there. Every basic attack you hit them. And you're already hitting fast. Very fast. So you're constantly... They can't outbox you. Now, I love that build. I love it so much. Now, the next one with this god I do love to use is so stupid. So stupid. Now, this one, you're going to be building more like an assassin with a lot of damage, though. You're going to build into Bloodforge first, Transcendence second, or Transcendence first, or Bloodforge second. Titan's Bane, or you are going to go into Hydra's Laminate. So you got Bloodforge, Transcendence, Hydra's Laminate. That's a long time without boots. So before we do that, I just noticed that. We're going to go from that. Take Transcendence off. Bloodforge. How about we go Transcendence first, Warrior Tabby, Bloodforge. And once you got Warrior Tabby and Bloodforge, now you're going to go into the Laminate. And once you hit them with your 2 ability, and you have your your damage up, your damage on your one ability, or you have your armor shred, with that 30% extra damage you were doing, is going to wipe out. With the two fully maxed, your one fully maxed, you're going to hit them and then hit them for that 30 extra damage, and that's going to take, if they're squishy, that's 75% of their HP guaranteed with this build, guaranteed, and the rest is 1-2 basic attacks dead. After that, you can go two ways. Sorry about that. You can go into Hasten Fatalis for the stick potential, or since you already got the damage, you're going to want to go into Titan's Bane for that extra oomph when you hit them to take their HP lower than 25% when you're hitting them for that full 75%. If they got a healer, hit them with Brawlers. If they don't, hit them with the Jotuns for the extra cooldown. Cooldowns are very nice for your escape, for your 2, not so much for your 1, so definitely for your ult since it's on 90 seconds right now. I think this guy's going to get hella nerfed because he's doing way too good, especially if he comes into the rank scene. He's just so meta in anywhere. Well, I thank you for watching the video, and I hope you have a really good day. Thank you so much for watching, and this is the God Builder. Usually the God build that I like to use on this. If you have any suggestions, don't care to put it down in the comments, because I'll check them out and maybe try them out one day. Thank you so much.